Hey guys, how's it going? So today I wanted to talk about a movie that I saw last Thursday, which was Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I had a great time. There were a lot of pros and cons and things that I thought the movie did well and things that they could have done better and some things that I just didn't like. And my movie experience was pretty good. I honestly had fun. There were many people cheering, laughing, screaming, or going along with a countdown, especially the beginning of the film, which was great. I thought that this film got really creative in the beginning. I love how in the movie they got so creative with the set, because versus the game, you don't really see much of the pizzeria inside, only within the cameras, which is all dark, grainy, distorted, and just like in the office, you know, the front whole open door, left and right vents. I just feel like they really thought it out of, oh, how can we make this place look enjoyable, fun for children. But honestly, there's this scene that I did not like within the movie, and they could have improved it, but I guess they were trying to set up the whole thing why this girl became the puppet. And well, this girl basically notices that Willie Mafton, which is the yellow rabbit, he's in costume trying to lure a kid into the back of the kitchen or somewhere. She notices it's something concerning, so she starts asking for help from the parents, and the parents were like literally like, what the heck do you want? Who are you? You know? And even the lady was like, oh, no, adults are speaking. And I'm just like, in what fucking world do we get parents ignoring a kid asking for help, especially when she's trying to be clear about it? What the heck? The parents literally just dissed her like that and did not want to deal with her because they were like, oh, what a fucking weird girl or some shit, you know? No, like that's something that I feel like they did on purpose, but it could have been better. So this girl basically tries to save the kid. Of course she notices that something was wrong, and I like the scene where basically Willie Mafton starts chasing her, but as soon as she gets outside, like an exit, or like not even an exit, it was at the stage. Many people were like seeing like, oh, what the hell's going on? I guess the girl has some sort of rage that she just yells while she's carrying the kid, and she pretty much puts him to safety. The kid runs to the parents instead of telling what the hell was going on. I feel like within a few minutes they would have caught Willie Mafton and put an end to his massacre of children. I guess they didn't want it to investigate. They just scrub it under the rug, and yeah, like, oh, maybe some foul play, you know, oh, children, you know how they are. Probably she died because of something stupid she did. No, the parents were being stupid, and that's something that just bothers me, and I feel like it could have been better. And that's just the beginning. It was 1982, so a couple years before the events of the second film and first film. We see Mike and Abby trying to move on. Same thing with Vanessa, trying to move on from the events of what happened at the first pizzeria. And well, Mike does a horrible job at doing this. I guess it's part of his character, probably. Like, the writing is just sometimes good and sometimes shit. I don't know. That's just my opinion, but it was just dumb how he would like persuade her into a lie, like, oh, don't worry, I know you miss your friends, I'm gonna fix them someday, so just stay put, you know, while he goes to work or does whatever. He goes on a date with Vanessa, and Vanessa basically tells, you shouldn't be like that, you should just tell her the truth. And yeah, I mean, why not tell her the truth? I guess it was just part of Mike's character, you know, he was just didn't know how to handle the situation. He did not know what the heck he was doing. And there was this nice scene with Mike and Abby. He's pretty much trying to cheer her up. He understands that she misses her friends. She tries to pretty much find something within the pizzeria, so Mike tries to help too. He finds this plush. I thought it was hilarious where he pushed the bear, the Freddy Fazbear bear, and starts doing the I honestly thought that was very hilarious. But eventually she does find a device, which is the Fazbear talker, like a boxy book thingy where there's like some buttons of the animatronics, which is Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, and Freddy. And I think she thinks that she could communicate with them with that device, so she takes it home. And they're like, all right, you know, like, I guess that'll cheer her up for now. And well, now they get to the school. Basically everybody knows what happened at the pizzeria somehow. And I think because Abby was talking to her classmates, I guess she was trying to make friends, or who knows. There was this also particular moment where there was flyers, there was like announcements about this Fazbear event going on. It looked like a party or like a fair, something outside going on within that town, and they blew it. They honestly blew it. I thought it was gonna build up, like even in the trailer, they make it seem like the big conclusion, the big fight was going to happen at the Fazbear event. No, they literally did not. They just showed a few scenes of that area. Not too much going on, just people cosplaying as the animatronics, and they blew it. How can they make something and just blew it and not make it happen or make something interested out of that? That's where I think the writing went bad, especially since the final showdown happened all in a fucking house. In a house! Literally, like, the new toy animatronics confront them, like, they're trying to pretty much kill them, but then the old animatronics come, and no, like, instead of using that location as a final showdown for the animatronics, no, they wasted it. And the bad thing is that you're led to believe, even from the trailers, like, something's gonna happen at the Fazfest event, you know? Like, the final showdown, kicking ass, you know, having the final conclusion of the second film, but no, it literally happens inside a house. And I'm not kidding, it happens inside a house, which I thought, what the hell? So yeah, I honestly don't know what the fuck was the point of doing it inside a house, in a room, just fighting it out. And you're led to believe that, oh, the continuation of FNAF 3 is going to happen as well because it all showed down within that scene, and no. Honestly, it doesn't. But besides all that, I think the movie was trying to be more scarier, and there were a couple times where I was jump scared from the sounds, you know, glass breaking, animatronics going crazy. It would have been a great final showdown if it happened at the Fazbear festo or event, whatever you want to call it, but no. But besides that Fazfest shit show, whatever you want to call it, I think that the movie was trying to be scarier, since it has a PG-13 rating. I feel like they could have pushed it a little bit more, with a little bit more probably blood, gore, who knows. The animatronics, which were the withered versions of the animatronics, very scary. They were terrifying, they look cool. My favorite animatronic from all of them is Bonnie. Whether it's regular Bonnie, Toy Bonnie, or Wither Bonnie, they look amazing. That's my favorite animatronic, by the way. And not just that, but I think the most terrifying thing about this film was the marionette. Because the marionette apparently possesses people, and they look creepy as fuck, you know? Like, you just don't want to be near that thing. It has, like, these long arms, noodly hands, and the eyes are just terrifying. The smile, too. Everything about that was just horrifying. I think that's something that they did great for this film, was make this puppet character that we haven't seen until the second film very terrifying, and they did it. It was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in a movie theater. There were a lot of people yelling, like basically scared of this thing they were seeing on screen, you know? And even at the beginning of the film, we get to see Charlotte's motivation of why she wants to go on a murder spree with the parents and why she hates them, because they honestly couldn't help her. They were just selfish. They were just being stupid, rude. Like, come on, like, why would a parent ignore a child for help, especially when someone's getting kidnapped, you know? It's like, what the heck, like, kidnapping? I never heard of that word. I don't know what you talked about, little girl, you know? And honestly, I think she had a point there, but just because the parents were being just fucking assholes. But no, like, I thought she would have thought about it like, oh, you know what? At least I saved this kid. Rest in peace, you know? Even the kid that she saved didn't do nothing, didn't do shit, didn't say shit like, oh, the bunny, the yellow rabbit kidnapped me, mommy. No. But yeah, that little shit did no justice to the girl who got literally stabbed in the back. Ironic. Also, the part that I love so much about this film was how this story was going to continue to the third. You know, so we see like these three pair of goons just basically going through the pizzeria. They say that, oh, the pizzeria was gonna be demolished tomorrow, so we gotta salvage everything to like sell and make profit, or who knows what these goons were up to. I don't think they were up to no good. They just wanted it for the money to sell what's remaining of that pizzeria. And even before that scene happened, the four kids that possessed the animatronics pretty much warned Mike, Vanessa, and Abby that they were not going to be there to protect them anymore, that they have to be careful because Willem Afton, which is the yellow bunny, was going to be much more stronger than before. And that gave me the chills. I already knew they were preparing for the end. And yeah, we just see these goons, these three goons looking ass people trying to salvage everything. It was a rainy, stormy night. It gave me like some sort of 80s horror vibe, to be honest. I don't know if they're gonna escalate the rating with the third film, but I think they should. So yeah, and afterwards, the three goon-looking ass people were just starting to gather whatever they can, and one of them managed to find the secret door, which led to where Springtrap was hiding. And that moment gave me the chills. Like, we just see like a POV like of the three goons just being like, whoa, like we've never seen that in animatronic before, but what the heck are they gonna know? You know, they're just doing it to sell it or profit, who knows. And we just get this awesome panning onto the yellow rabbit suit, which was William Afton, purple guy, you know, Springtrap. And not just that, but I feel like Mike was just being an asshole because he was trying to tell Vanessa, hey, like, stay the fuck away from us. You know, we don't want to know anything about you anymore. Like, he literally dissed her like that. Like, I swear, Mike, you gotta chill the fuck out and think what she has done for all of you guys, you know? Because of her, you guys are safe, you know? Because of her, you guys survived. And I totally understand Mike, because we didn't really know that Vanessa had a brother, Michael Afton. We didn't really know the whereabouts about the second location as well, because why she just kept it a secret instead of being open to Mike in the beginning. And I almost forgot about Michael Afton. He was just there for a few screen time moments, especially when he was trying to guide a group of kids that wanted to investigate the pizzeria, apparently the first Five Nights at Freddy's pizza parlor, to see if it was haunted. But of course, being a trap, he pretty much tricked them into going in, and they were getting killed. But yeah, I honestly enjoyed this film. It was such a great experience. Oh, and before I forget, I suggest you guys stay before the credits hit. You're not gonna regret it, trust me. I had a great time, and I feel like you guys will have a great time. But overall, it was a great film, and I really enjoyed it. But well, yeah, I just wanted to talk about my opinion and as a quick review for the film. So thanks for watching. If you guys like this type of videos, please hit that subscribe button and like button. It really helps out the channel and for people to see more of my videos as well. So I want to thank you guys so much for the love and support, and I'll see you guys on the next video.